So often I use these daily doses of leadership as an opportunity to process my own leadership lessons. And today is exactly that. I have a story to tell you. So, a couple of Sundays ago, after a family wedding the night before, I dropped my daughter Mason at the airport for her big trip to Santiago, Chile, where she's studying abroad this summer. I also had a graduation party for my best friend's son back at home that evening, 3 hours from where I was. So all along, my plan had been to head straight to the party after I dropped Mason at the airport and wished her well. The party was later in the day, but I knew I was going to be late since I didn't drop her off until about 3 p.m. So when I left the airport, I was, of course, feeling all of the emotions, tired from the night before. I was weepy thinking about May going so far away. And then it began to rain. It drizzled for about an hour of my drive. And then it became a downpour for the remainder of the trip. Literally 2.5 hours solid of driving through a storm. It was awful. Twice it got so bad that I had to pull over for a break. So my 3 hour drive ended up being about a 3 hour and 45-minute drive. And by the time I arrived at the graduation party, it was late in the day and I was a ball of nerves. And I brought that ball of nerves into that party with me. And I didn't know that there had been a lot going on there that day as well. As I walked in, I immediately felt tension in the space. So I found my best friend, said hello to her, mentioned why I was late. And instead of empathy or understanding, she said, and I'm going to do my best impersonation, "Well, I know you've had a bad day, but we have all also had a really bad day." Apparently, it had been raining there all day and had really impacted the party, and they'd had to make a lot of big shifts. So we were both feeling a lot of frustration, and we brought that into our interaction. We were both feeling a lot and needed each other, but instead we bumped up against each other. Our expectations didn't meet the reality of what we were each going through. Bruce Lee has this great quote. He says, "I'm not in this world to live up to your expectations, and you are not in this world to live up to mine." I love that. It's a reminder that I can't expect anyone to know or care about what's going on within me because everyone has their own stuff that they're leading through. And if I had shown up to that party with more empathy and understanding of what they all had been going through, I would have saved myself much frustration and connected with my best friend, which is exactly what I wanted. So here's to recognizing that everyone has something going on. So let's be gentle with each other. What a great way to take care of yourself and ultimately each other.